Namaste everyone. Thanks to the organizer to give me the post-lunch session. Thanks to all the overloaded sarcasm. As she said, I'm Shantanu from Uttar Pradesh. These days from 2017 I say I'm Shantanu from Yogi Adityanath, Uttar Pradesh. I'm from the birthplace of Sri Ram, birthplace of Sri Krishna. So on the onset, let me greet you with Jai Sri Ram, Jai Sri Krishna. I used to write a lot of political content. In 2017, I started writing the biography of Yogi Adityanath, which became my identity over years. The monk who became chief minister. And those days, the Gorakhpur airport was not one of the very functioning ones. So I used to land in Gorakhpur and used to land in Lucknow and used to drive to Gorakhpur. The first time I was driving to Gorakhpur, after around 2 hours, I saw a big river. This was the first time I was traveling that east of UP. And I asked my driver, "Kaun si nadi hai?" So he said, "Saryu Ji." So I found it a little, not funny, but a little strange. Saryu Ji. I thought, okay, Saryu Ji. Then I was just driving, it was a bridge. So I saw towards my left, there were multiple temples, right? And this was 2017. Multiple means like, if I catch a sight, must be like 200, 300, 500 temples. Like, I was like, where am I? Like, why so many temples? He said, "Kya hai?" "Sir, ye Ayodhya ji." "Sir, ye Ayodhya ji." I go, "Oh, Saryu Ji, Ayodhya ji, where I am." So, okay, then I parked that thought. I went to Gorakhpur, did my interviews there for a week. While coming back, I thought I had some friends in Gorakhpur. That by the time Yogi Adityanath made Ayodhya Municipal Corporation, so there was a mayor election, new mayor was elected. The first mayor, and he was a friend. Seen a guy. So I went because I wanted an anchor who can take me around. So this is the first time I'm going to Ayodhya. The first time I'm seeing the Ram Lala statue. It was in a tent earlier. And even if you're not religious, you will feel I don't know, multiple feelings, an agony or a disgust or a I don't know what. When you see, it's a huge secure area. I don't think even airports are so secure. Right, they'll frisk you some 10 times. By the time you reach a tent, right, where a tiny statue, multiple like security guards with what kind of equipments are standing there, and you see the Ram Lala from a distance. It's a very chota, the Utsav Murti currently, the main temple, not the big Murti is made now. So that's that. At the same time, when I came back, my kids are homeschooled. So my son Abhiram, who was maybe 6, 7, 8, he's 12 now, he came from Chinmaya Mission Sunday class and he asked me an interesting question. He asked me that ki aaj Balkand khatam hua, we studied Balkand, it's the first kind of Valmiki Ramayana. And Rama got married. And I'm sure you all know the Dhanush thing, there was competition, right? And as soon as Rama broke the Dhanush, who appeared? Parashuramji appeared. Right? Because he was angry, how come you broke Shiva's Dhanush? And my son's doubt was very simple. He said, how can two avatars coexist? But his idea was one avatar will go, another will come, because there is no other instance where any other two avatars of Vishnu coexist. I didn't remember any other ki Matsya or Kurma existed or Kurma Narsimha. Okay, so there are not any other anecdote, right? And I thought that's a logical question. How both are existing? I didn't have an answer. I gave him some goal answer. And I thought, well, I have to give an answer. I'm an author, I come on TV, how can I not have an answer? I'm just coming from Ayodhya. I gave him an answer, but that made me think, okay, to have a reading of Ramayana. And because I'm going to Gorakhpur often, I started dropping by Ayodhya very often. I started meeting a lot of traditional scholars, like the Sant and not the Kathavachak kinds, like someone who is teaching in Gurukul. Teaching Ramayana as a text, as a subject. I end up founding Gurujis who are in Bhagwa, who are in Sannyasi, who was in PhDs, official PhDs from a university on. I didn't realize that you can do a PhD on Ramayana. And then I met a Guruji, he said, he has done a PhD on the difference in Valmiki Ramayana and Ramcharitamanas. Okay, like they are more the same, the story is same. And you'll be surprised with the answer. And anyone want to take a guess? Like, what's the fundamental difference on the vantage point from the author side in Valmiki Ramayana and Ramcharitamanas? I'm sure you know about both, right? These are the, in fact, this is the only book where the retelling is more popular than the original book. Ramcharitmanas is by far more popular than Valmiki Ramayana, and I think Valmiki will be very unhappy about it, right? That the retelling of my book is more popular. So much so in Ayodhya, when you go, everyone will keep reciting the chopais of Acharya Tulsidas Ramcharitmanas rather than the Sanskrit shlokas of Valmiki Ramayana. But coming back to the question, anyone would take a guess what is the fundamental difference from the author's vantage point? I'm giving you a click. Yeah, you're saying right. Yeah. So एक समकालीन है, एक भक्त है. So meaning Valmiki ji was contemporary of Rama, right? He knew about Rama. So much so Mata Sita stayed in his ashram. Lava Kush was born in Valmiki's ashram. Valmiki's ashram currently in Bithur. Bithur is in Kanpur, which is how much? Today in modern roads, is 3-4 hours a distance from Ayodhya. So what he said is very nicely that as someone said Bhakti hai, if you read Ramcharitmanas, you will find a Rama glorified hero, right? Versus the Valmiki Ramayana where he's laughing, he's crying. When Sita got kidnapped, he's super angry, he's saying, "Main pahad jala dunga, nadiyan jala dunga," right? Versus, so Valmiki ji was writing about a king, versus Tulsidas was writing about a god, because he was a god by then in the human consciousness. Right. So when I started following these nuggets, I started doing a original reading. This is I think the only seminal text in my life I must have done an original reading, and it takes massive time. So if after my session, if you get super excited, which I hope you will, and you started reading original Valmiki Ramayana, let me tell you what you're up for. So Valmiki Ramayana is how many shlokas? See, I take a lot of sessions, so I have this habit of asking questions. You don't mind. Valmiki Ramayana is how many questions? How many shlokas? 24,000, right? Just one more detail, Mahabharata is 1 lakh. So yeah, if you dare to read Mahabharata original text. 24,000, even if you make a habit of reading an hour a day, which is quite a discipline, you will end up reading not more than 10 shlokas. Like reading a shloka, reading a bhava, reading the meaning, the word meaning and the in-depth meaning. So it will take you 2400 days, which is almost 7 years, right? So yeah, if you start today, you're up for 7 years. So I did this in massive way by multiple commentaries. Original Ramayana. Fortunately, IIT Kanpur made a beautiful website. IIT Kanpur, made a beautiful website where you have a shloka by shloka, meaning by meaning of all these 24,000 shlokas. There is a website called Valmiki. So I did multiple of these sites, used also Gita Press Gorakhpur's original version. And after that, I started the Ramayana school to start teaching my kids. And when I created a lot of material during Corona, I thought, let me offer it. So I end up teaching almost 5,000-6,000 kids Ramayana directly, like online, but directly I talking to them. And recently, last 2 years, I thought, let me pen down that content. And these 24,000 shlokas of Ramayana are almost like these days the AI Summit of Delhi is very, very, very known. Not only for the robot dog, but a lot of good things also. So I also say Ramayana is nothing less than a chat GPT or an AI. Like whatever question you ask, whichever lens you read it from. See, any text which you read for 2-3 years, right? जब तक आप वो तीसरे साल में पहुंचेंगे, पहले साल को आप भूल जाएंगे ना? Because until you are making continuous notes and you are talking or teaching something. That's why I wanted to go and teach people so that at least I rehearse it, right? So I started reading with the lens, how will I teach my son? That was my simple problem because I'm homeschooling my son, and not to make him boring, because he will not follow Murari Bapu ki katha, at least now, not now, right? So my content will be appetizer for him, which may lead him to read a full Ramayana sometime. That was my basic problem statement. So I started making puzzles around it, crossword puzzles, jigsaw puzzles, puppets. And that content became so fancy, I thought let me start offering it. And during Corona, I ended up teaching multiple kids in US and UK. And recently, I wrote these 2 books. One is Ramayana for every entrepreneur, with Penguin, and one with Ramayana for every parent or every family, right? And for the next 20 minutes, whatever I have, let me take you to all the 6 cantos of Ramayana. So whatever you're going to read in 7 years, let's try to sum that up in the next 20 minutes. So let's start with Balakand, and let's see, we all know Ramayana, right? I think for a lot of us, the age group I'm able to see, the original source was Ramanand Sagar's Ramayana, isn't it, right? Ramanand Sagar's Ramayana. If I say so, that if Ramanand Sagar might not have made the Ramayana, many of us might not be knowing the story, let alone the depth of it, right? And similarly with the B.R. Chopra's, because in our houses we have a habit of chanting, but we don't have a habit of studying Ramayana. I doubt anybody's house, your parents took you through whole Ramayana for 2-3 years, right? Which is a sad thing. That's why whenever I do parenting workshop, I say, if you can equip your children with 3 things, the essence of Ramayana, essence of Mahabharata, and essence of Gita, they will be up for life. Once they are out of your hand, meaning they are in college, just equip them with these 3 texts. Not just even if they don't remember the shloka, that's fine. The shloka has their own wavelength, that's fine. If they can do that, amazing. But if not, if they can understand the depth, because a lot of scholars say, and I am also increasingly believing, I have not read Mahabharata in that test, that every life situation, whatever you have faced or whatever you will face, you can map it with some story of Ramayana and Mahabharata. And you can find, like, even say, अच्छा ऐसे हुआ था तो राम जी क्या करते, दशरथ क्या करते, हनुमान क्या करते, युधिष्ठिर ने क्या किया था, even if रावण ने क्या किया था, दुर्योधन ने क्या था, what to do and what not to do, all are present between these 2 stories, and these are only written also for this purpose, right? If you read any of the Indian texts, and after that, after this Gyan, I'll come back on Ramayana. If you read any Puranic text or any text of Indian Shastras, you will find something called a Falashruti. You all must have chanted Hanuman Chalisa, right? So can you have Falashruti in there? Falashruti मतलब इसको पढ़ने से क्या फल मिलेगा? So जो पढ़े हनुमान, can you even chant? होएगा. So meaning इसे पढ़ने से होगा क्या? So if you read the Yuddha Kand, which is the last Kand, you will say what will happen by reading this, right? And the conversation of Ramayana starts beautifully. Narad Ji is conversing with Rishi Valmiki. Rishi Valmiki is the originator of Ramayana, who is the biographer of Ramayana, I should say. And he's saying, I want to write about a character about whom, for the ages and ages, that should become like a code book, rule book for people to live a successful life, right? Do you know anyone around? And Naradji was is considered the ancient journalist, like he had the knowledge of everyone. He said, no, there is a king nearby, he just came back from the victory. So by the time Rama was back with the victory, he just came back from a massive victory, why don't you write about him? And he said, does he have this? Does he have this? So Valmiki is posing, does he have this quality? He said, yes, and he was quoting an anecdote. So very interestingly, Balakand of Valmiki Ramayana starts with the whole Ramayana. You got it? Like Naradji is telling the brief of Ramayana, like just to give him a teaser or an excitement that why he should write about Ramayana, and then Valmiki starts writing the Ramayana. So let me start with Balakand, right? Balakand starts with, and I'll give you some nuggets so that you'll remember for Ramayana. You can also become mini teachers of Ramayana. So Balakand starts with, it enters with Balakand, the Bala Rupam of Ram. It starts with the birth of Lord Ram, right? And it exits with the marriage of Lord Ram. So what should I pick? Marriage of Lord Ram. Okay, so Rama is born. Rama is born and Rishi Vashisht is the Kuluguru. He's teaching all the 4 brothers. And then all of a sudden one day Rishi Vishwamitra comes to the door of Dashrath. Dashrath is a very famous king then. In fact, as a king he was far more famous than Sri Ram. As a king, right? As a king who's won boundaries, who was known for his justice. He was a Raj Rishi, was rose for his niti, justice, gyan, artha-vyavastha. He was known for that, right? So when Vishwamitra ji came, in multiple shlokas you will see that Dashrath is so happy that, oh my God, Vishwamitra is on my door. And that make you realize that how much the reverence for knowledge is then, right? Just for the appearance of Vishwamitra ji on his door, he was super happy. And Vishwamitra ji said, मुझे आपसे कुछ चाहिए, sir, आप जो भी मांगे. Without even asking, like blind, he said, हाँ, जो भी आप कहेंगे. I'm so happy just by your presence. I should have come to you, but you are coming, walking to my door. He said कि whenever I do yagnas, जब मैं हवन करता हूँ, तो ताड़का, मारीच, सुबह, troubling me, and I want Ram and Lakshman to come with me and neutralize. And Dashrath got shock of his life. He said that they are like 14, 15 years old, and you can take me, you can take my Chaturangi Sena, it's called, which used to come from all the 4 directions. You can take any of them, but why this young boy? He said, no, just say whatever you want, and I only want. He said, I will not give you any logic, and you have to give them. That's all. Okay. So with a heavy heart, Vishwamitra ji said, I think the Guru is coming to your door. You'll get a second Guru. I have done with my classroom training. Now they should go to the practical training. So now Ram and Lakshman, who are 14, 15 years old, are there in the field, there in the Vana, and Taraka appears. And Vishwamitra said, take the choicest of the arrow and take the mantra and shoot her, kill her. Ram takes the arrow and Ram is about to shoot her and Ram said, no, I can't kill her. Vishwamitra said, you don't have much time. If you don't, it's like search from army and like people say that there are only two types of soldiers, a quick soldier or a dead soldier, right? You can't wait for long. You can't think, ki, Arey, kya, no? If you will not shoot, she will kill you. इसलिए गुरुजी ने कहा था महिलाओं पे अत्याचार नहीं करना है. I can't attack a woman. So from saying yeah, he's right. I also teach the same to the kid. I don't have a time for delivering a Gita here. Almost like Arjuna also have the same kind of vishad, right? I can't kill my brothers, sisters, my gurujis. So Rama also had a similar dilemma that I mean not to hurt a woman. How can I kill a woman, right? And then there is a small Gita happening there. Vishwamitra is saying, you're right, I teach the same to my disciples, but she's only in the body of a woman. She doesn't have the qualities of the woman. She doesn't have the daya, karuna, mamta that you attach a woman with, right? She kills children, she kills men, she kills women, she kills sannyasis, she destroys puja. So for the larger morality, it's okay to kill her. But just think of this idea, a death is standing in front and I'm stuck with my moral principles. Are we iota of this? No, right? We follow traffic rules the day we like. If the flight is getting delayed, oh, traffic rule तो करता है ना, बस चलो एक दिन छोड़ दूँगा तो यार 5,000 का टिकट आया, अगला लूँगा 20,000 का आएगा, right? 5,000 rupees में we sell our morals. So we don't remember Ram after thousands and thousands of years just because he was the most practical guy. Because when death was standing in front of me, saying, नहीं, मुझे तो गुरुजी ने सिखाया, मैं महिलाओं पे अत्याचार नहीं करूँगा, महिला would have killed her, right? And this is a 14 years old Rama, not even a Maryada Purushottam Ram as we know him, right? So when I tell this to a lot of corporates have people say sir ऐसे तो business होगा ही नहीं सर, बहुत चालाकी देनी पड़ती है सर, आपको क्या पता, आपको सर ज्ञान बांट के चले जाओगे, ऐसे तो ना होता है. मैंने कहा they are companies. So I'm sure we still talk about Tata. Tata have lost a lot of businesses. I'm sure no offense against Reliance, but Reliance has a brand which is smart and techy. Tata is a brand which is strong and solid, right? So now you can say you can monetize it also. Now with the modern communication tools, there are smart ways to monetize morality also. Right? So that's that. So that's your Balakand. Let's enter Yuddhakand. So Yuddhakand, what's the one word for want to give for Ayodhya Kand? The second card is the Vanvas. So first card, if you just want to remember Balakand, is the birth of Rama and the marriage with Mata Sita. Second with the Vanvas, right? So I'm sure I did not tell you the Vanvas story. He was appointed as a king. He was getting ready for the king. And then came the news that no, you're getting exiled for 14 years. And now just think of the situation of Dashrath. Dashrath was super fond of Rama, right? And after a huge due deliberation, Rama was selected. A lot of people say that Rama was selected, he sabse bada beta tha. No, if you read Valmiki Ramayana, it was a huge deliberation. There were kings called, there were people's representatives called, there were sannyasis called, and there were rubrics, isme achhe hain kya, usme achhe hain kya, and then he was selected as a king, right? And Rama would have been the king the next day, but now this mantra, Kekai plotting happened and he has to be sent. Now, you are Dashrath. Just think that you all are Dashraths, right? You have two options. One, you agree with Kekai, or you don't agree with Kekai, right? What's the hindsight of not agreeing with Kekai? A lot of people don't even know the promise that you've given to Kekai, right? Like, you know the promise, right? That she saved him in a war. That's interesting thing that Kekai was in a war. The women were warriors earlier. Women were not Abla Nari as a lot of people portray, right? So she was in a war so much so that she saved the Pratapi Dashrath. So how Pratapi she might be, right? So okay, and he has given 2 boons, and who must have heard? The charity, right? Charity, like you can cite the charity, right? So basically there was no testimony to this promise, right? So he can easily not follow the promise, but he followed the promise, right? What would you have done, right? You will lose a king which is as amazing as Rama, and you will lose a son who is as loving and as respectful and as adorable as Rama. What will you do? Will you follow the stupid boons of Kekai, which have no grounding, कि 14 साल के लिए वनवास भेज दो और भरत को बना दो, which has no logic to it? Or
husbands are still the same.
So Dashrath sent him, and later in the conversation with Kaushalya, he said. There was a very famous chaupai of Tulsi Ramayana. I'm sure you all know it. The Raghukul Reet Sada Chali Ai. प्राण जाए पर वचन जाए. You know what did he say? And the conversation is like it will give you goosebumps if you start thinking of yourself कि मैं ऐसा करता हूँ क्या? Every time I say this and write this, I feel guilty. Like, बोलने के लिए तो ठीक है, but can I do this? वो कह रहे हैं कि what is he saying? He's saying I'm the king, right? And a lot of things in the society doesn't work with a formal written process or agreement. Like I coming to here, we never signed an agreement between me and the organizers, right? They booked a ticket, I just shown up at the railway station, I came here. If I would not have come, they would not even sue me. Right? Like, that's me. It's 7 years of Ramayana and condensing in half an hour, right? 7 years, right? Come on.
You don't know us, we might happen.
Yeah. Yeah. Just let me, what are the stories? क्या था?
प्राण जाए पर वचन.
प्राण जाए पर वचन जाए. So what Dashrath is saying, I am the king and the society runs with promises. Society runs with words. If I break the promise, जब तक बेचारे दशरथ ने promise तोड़ दिया, मैं क्या चीज़? People will break promises like popcorns, right? So just to keep the legend of promises in the society, he said, I will send my son to court for 14 years. And today, if I see multiple lawyers, other case the check bouncing guy. So the check is also nothing but a promise that I will pay you this much money. Father, mother, husband, wife, multiple combinations fighting in court. Right? And he's saying, just for keeping the legend of the promise, I'll send my adorable son and the amazing king to jungle. Let me land to Aranyakand. Now 5 minutes or one minute to each kand. See how injustice we are doing to Ramayana. ठीक है? भगवान देख रहे हो? मैं कुछ नहीं कह रहा हूँ. हाँ, so Aranyakand. Aranyakand is one word for Aranyakand is? Come on, Sitahar, right? Sitahar. So 13 years of Vanvas is over, right? What is Rama doing? Rama is searching for a new guru. 1 day, 1 week, 1 month, one year. He's living with multiple gurus, right? Which from Agastya Rishi is taking Brahmastra somewhere. He's learning yoga techniques, pranayama techniques. Mata Sita is learning how to keep the house together. So they're improving as a person, right? And now they land in Nasik, Panchvati, right? I'm just thinking what to say for this paper. Yeah. क्या पाप तो आप ही मिलेंगे. पाप में कहानी सुना दूं. अभी मैं कुंभ में था. I was there for a month and वहाँ पे ना announcement चलता रहता है कि 2 wheelers allowed नहीं है अगले 2 घंटे के लिए as the crowd increases. तो लोग जा रहे थे. 2 wheeler allowed नहीं है. 500 का फाइन लगेगा. 500 का फाइन लगेगा. The announcement is going on, right? So I've seen lot of bikes going on. पीछे से फिर एक और अनाउंसमेंट ने चेंज करा. He said, देखिए आप कुंभ क्षेत्र में चल रहे हैं, बाइक चलाएंगे तो पाप चलेंगे. सबने ब्रेक मार दिया. 500 rupees versus पाप. I'm saying it works. हाँ. So Aranyakand में हाँ ठीक है. The interesting part is the golden deer, which was never golden, right? And Sita, Ram and Sita both got disillusioned. Sita particularly, Ram may followed the wife's voice, which a lot of us do still. But Lakshmana was very, very saying, no one set out. We just had a mess with Suparnika. We just had a mess with Kharan Dushan. This is dicey, right? And then we learned Kishkinda Kand. And Kishkinda Kand, you realize amazing thing. After killing Bali, right? Sugriva goes to the palace. Rama also could have lived in the palace, for at least for those days. You will realize after reading Ramayana that not for a single day Rama has betrayed the Vanvasa dharma. And he had multiple opportunities, right? He has taken 4 dharmas, right? 4 vows. He said, Phal, Mool, Jala and Brahmacharya. I will eat Phal, Mool, Jal, like fruits, Jal, water and roots, and I will be Brahmachari. So they are a young couple, Ram and Sita, and they were celibate for 14 years, a young couple, right? And they followed. She only became pregnant when they came back and Love Kush was born. And he could have very easily did kingdom hopping, right? मतलब दिल्ली में हमारे यहाँ कोई ट्रैफिक पुलिस पकड़ती है because Delhi there has so many government. He said, पता है मेरा बाप कौन है, right? Rama would have used that, right? Because he was son of Dashrath, he kind of hopped this kingdom to that kingdom, बढ़िया kingdom में घूमते घूमते अच्छा खाना खाते खाते he would have come back. किसी को पता नहीं लगता. Nobody dared to tell back to Dashrath, right? But not for a single day. There was no camera. आजकल की society है इससे we behave good because there is camera, right? जैसे कैमरा डालो we will be lichers as we internally are, right? Apart from some people from army. सर का खोल के देख रहा है शक्ल लगा. So and he followed to the T, right? And with this conversation I can end, right? So he killed Bali, And अभी भी लोग कहते हैं बाली को छुप के मारा, how can Maryada Purushottam kill someone hiding behind a tree? There's a beautiful conversation between a dying Bali with an arrow in the chest and Rama. So he's asking two questions. Why did you kill me hiding behind a tree and why did you kill me? We don't even know each other. To kill someone, we should have animosity, right? मार क्यों दिया मतलब कैसे क्यों? और लड़ना तो सामने जाते हैं. So Rama gave three explanations, beautiful explanation. Bali had a counter question, and with this maybe we may end. You can't some of that. So Bali asked, why did you kill me hiding behind the tree? Rama said, camouflaging is a very common war technique, which still is, right? So have you used camouflaging? He said, हाँ, बहुत use करे. So he said, you're right. I'm not even worried about. I should have been more alert. This is only 2% bout. In an army, we are normally alert. Arrow can come from anywhere. So camouflaging is, I'm not worried too much. Just tell me, why did you kill me? Then Rama gave a huge session on that you keeping your brothers, your younger brother's wife with you is the pop of pop, bigger than she cutting me short, right? Like it's the biggest of the sins that you are committing today. And then he's telling to the greatest extent the maryadas of the different rishtas and relationships, right? And so much so that Bali is crying, not out of the pain as that what I have committed. Oh my God, I have never thought that way. And Bali is super convinced. And super convinced Bali, crying with the arrow, is asking counter question. Can you imagine that? He said, ठीक है, मैं समझ गया गलती थी, but who are you to punish me? मतलब तुम्हें किसने दिया है? तो क्या पूरे दुनिया में जा जाके punishment बांट रहे? But who are you? Sugriv could have punished me, or Ruma is the wife of Sugriv. Ruma would have punished me. My wife Tara would have punished me. My son Angad would have punished me. But who are you? Then he is saying very interesting thing. And the first time in the whole Ramayana, he is saying, I am still the king. And a lot of people go to know, yeah. When the truce happened, the Bharat will go with the Khadau, he said, Rama will be the king, but he will be the caretaker. So Rama was kind of a non-announced king even those 14 years. And jurisdictionally, jurisprudence says, you come under our boundary. Like even Kishkinda takes the legal advice from Ayodhya, Koshla Empire. And the kind of crime you have committed, but nothing can death can free you from the crime. And Bali got so satisfied with the answer, he called Tara and Angad. He said, you have lived with a dharmic person, meaning me, for your life, for the next remaining life, be with Rama and path the walk of Rama. Right? Yeah. Now, literally 2 minutes. So now Sundarkand over. Mata Sita is found, came back, war is happening, war is way around, all the people from both the sides died, Ram and Ravana in front of, it's a massive fight where people are waiting for. So much so that this is the 7th avatar of Vishnu, he's taken avatar just for this war, right? And it's a massive war, right? I'm sure you must have seen Ramanand Sagar, he stresses for 7 episodes, one arrow used to come, another arrow used to come, and then episode over. Right, that happened for 10 episodes, right? And they literally happened. There was a big war. Advantage Ravana, advantage Rama. It was happening from both the sides, right? So much so that Ravana became equipment like weaponless. Rama said, "Leke aao." We were like royal people, right? Leke aao. मतलब पहले कुछ शस्त्र लेके आओ. वैसे मैंने हत्ते पे बात की. But he came back, and then Rama killed him, right? Just imagine, and maybe you can close your eyes or think. Just think of the worst tragedy happened in your life. I know it's not a good idea to make you rethink your tragedies. Whatever worst happened with you, you lost money, you lost position, you lost a near dear one, your disease, accident, whatever happened in your life, just think that, be that memory for next 2-3 minutes and compare it with Rama's tragedies. Rama was about to become a king next day, he lost his kingdom. 13 years into the Vanvas, when Vanvas was about to be over, he lost his wife. In the war, he almost lost his life twice. Lost his kingdom, lost his wife, almost lost his life. But not for a day. Not for a day. He cheated, he aberrated from the Vanvas Dharma after such a tragedy. Never he cribbed. There were moments where Lakshman is saying, cribbing about Kekai, bitching about Kekai. He said, no, we will not say a word against Kekai. Right? And that's the Ramness. It's not that we have to do something extraordinary to become Ram. Just do whatever your dharma is. My dharma is I'm a husband, I'm a father, I'm an employee, I'm an author. Whatever the work given to you by mighty God, just do that to the T, just to the rule, and that's the Ramness. And that is Rama teaching us that if you want to be Rama, if you want to be the Ramat or Ramness, whatever you call it, whatever dharma is given to you by a situation, by society, by samaj, by parvar, just do it to the T. and you will be wrong. Thank you. Do buy my books.
थैंक यू सो मच सर, आपने दुविधा में डाल दिया, मैं अपना धर्म फॉलो कर रही हूँ।